Hey there guys, I am the Six Machine and welcome back to another Warhammer video. So today, well, okay, I'm just gonna show it. This happened today. The new tease from GW has come along and they have shown off yet another unbelievably powerful gun from the upcoming T'au Codex. This time being carried into battle by the enormous Stormsurge battlesuit, we have the Pulse Blastcannon. And boy, is this gun an absolute beast. As you can see, one of the two main ranged weapons for the T'au Stormsurge has moved from an already pretty decent mixed profile of strength 10, no AP, 2 damage with 6 shots from 20 to 30 inches, heavy 4, strength 12, minus 2 AP, 4 damage from 10 to 20 inches, and then strength 14, minus 4 AP, flat 6 damage up to 10 inches to a much simpler, much more straightforward, and also much more powerful dual profile that you choose when you fire the gun, of either a 48-inch, heavy 6, strength 12, minus 2 AP, 4 damage profile, or the stronger option, and yep, you heard me, the stronger option of 24 inches, heavy 2, strength 16, minus 4 AP, and flat 12, yes, 12 damage. This thing is, in a word, insane. It has a good 80% chance of just one-shotting things like rhinos, predators, even vindicators, and bear in mind, this isn't the only weapon that the Stormsurge has. It has a plethora of burst cannons and flamers and missiles and rockets, so even if your big gun doesn't manage to kill off a really heavy tank, the rest of your firepower almost certainly will plink off those last couple of wounds. And like the Hammerhead, this is going to mean that the T'au are just going to absolutely dominate any mech or tank heavy lists that come up against them. But also, unlike the Hammerhead, this gun can also do some incredibly potent work with those 6 weaker shots for taking out things like bikers or aggressors or Wraithguard or all manner of, those heavy elite infantry units that most armies have. It is genuinely a gorgeous, terrifying, but gorgeous profile to look at. The old stabilizing anchors which it had before have also changed and are now an action that the Stormsurge can do. This action is done at the start of your movement phase and completed at the start of your next shooting phase, which technically, rules as written now at least, is just the very next phase in the game. I'm not sure if it's meant to be the start of your next turn's shooting phase, meaning that you have to give up a turn of shooting to activate it. I'm not entirely sure if it's worded completely correctly here, but in either case, this gives your Stormsurge full rerolls to hit, making those 2 shots from the focus profile go up to a blisteringly accurate 75% chance to hit. And honestly, I can see people just popping this turn 1 and then just keeping the Stormsurge in turret mode for the rest of the game, just blasting all of your enemies off the face of the earth with their 24-inch or their 48-inch guns. But then in addition to the new and amazingly improved damage output, the Stormsurge has also had a few new things going for it on the survivability front. First of all, the article states that the wounds, toughness, and save of the Stormsurge are all going up. So from its current toughness 7, 20 wound, 3 up save profile, I'm personally expecting a Knight style toughness 8, 22 or 24 wounds, and then a potentially brilliant 2 up save to keep it alive. But on top of that, if you needed even more durability, because let's face it, you want this thing to stay alive, it's going to be attracting all of your opponent's firepower. But then if you do need some more defense, you have the counter-fire defense system, which was previously an upgrade which gave you rerolls to hit in Overwatch. It's now become a 1 or 2 CP stratagem, 2 CP for the Stormsurge as it is over 14 wounds, but you use this after an attack is allocated to your model, and the damage from that attack is reduced to 1. So yes, it's only against one attack, not for a whole phase or anything, but that means that your opponent's Railgun shot, or Volcano Lance, or Heavy Melter Rifle, 10 wounds? 3d3 wounds, d6 plus 4 wounds, nope, just 1, just a flat 1 wound. For 2 CP, this is going to make taking down your opponent's Stormsurge an incredibly difficult task for most anti-tank guns, and with toughness 8 and a possibly 2-up save, chip damage from light and medium guns is going to be equally difficult to get through onto this unit. To me, personally, this whole kind of profile change makes it sound like the Stormsurge is moving up to the Knight equivalent role that things like the Eldar Wraith Knight are also meant to fill. So personally, I am expecting this to come alongside a not insignificant price bump, maybe to as much as 400 or 450 points from its current 335. But even then, this is going to make such a big no-go area for your opponent's army, and if you keep it safe from melee and deep striking enemies with some chaff screens and maybe some drones, the Stormsurge is just going to be able to spend all game blasting enormous tank-sized chunks out of your opponent's force. And even without any marker lights or rerolls from the action it can do, this thing in a single turn has a solid 40% odd chance to just straight up knock 12 wounds off someone like Magnus. So over the course of the game, this thing, even at 400-450 points, can very, very easily make its entire points value back in just a couple of turns. I will be honest, I am a really big fan of the profile. I just hope that it comes in at a balanced and reasonable points cost to justify the insane damage potential that this thing can do. But what do you think of this new weapon profile for the Stormsurge? Is it a bit too much, or do you think GW will point it well enough so that it is a bit more of a risk to bring in all of your games? A bit too much of a case of all eggs in one basket kind of thing? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more Warhammer content from me, but until next time, I'll catch you later, guys.